I mean, look, we know what's happening in Saudi Arabia at the moment.
Yeah.
His Excellency is a huge fight fan. He knows his boxing. Yeah. He'll be watching on Saturday, and I hope he tunes in and says, yes, Amen. Him against Teo, him against Devin, him against Tank, him against Catterall, him against, Richardson Hitchens is a mandatory coming up. That's a good fight in New York or something like that. So, this guy will fight anybody.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most exciting thing. I love working with fighters that haven't been spoiled.
Is that relief for you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sometimes it's, I'll speak to my agent, speak to my lawyer. Oh, we don't like this fight, we don't like that fight. Subriel just, yes.
It's possible that he fights for the possible vacant title of Haney?
Yeah,
if Haney decides to
no, I don't think so. I think because once you're champion, it'll go down the rankings. But I spoke to Devin last night. I think he should fight Sandor Mine. I think he should be defending that championship.
That's your advice for him?
Yeah, it is. He said to me, "What do you think?" And I said, "I think you should fight Sandor Mine. I think it's a tricky fight, but I think you're the champion.
Yeah.
And you were not lucky because of everything that happened with Ryan, but you could have lost your belt that night. Do you know what I mean? So now you still have it, defend it, and it's a great division. Tank's going to be up at 140 soon. You got Teofimo, you got Subriel, you got Isaac Cruz. It's a fantastic division. So, and for me at 147, you got Jaron Ennis. Do you really want to come up to 47? Because he's going to be the guy that's going to beat everybody up there.
Yes, sir.
So if I'm Devin, I'm staying at 140 and I'm defending my championship belt.
So
speaking about Devin Haney,
yes.
Speaking about Devin Haney, what's the updates on Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney?
The updates are, I guess the New York State Athletic Commission are dealing with it. The B sample came back as positive, so I don't really. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, it's not really my business. I don't really care. All I know is that when he fought him, he had performance-enhancing drugs in his body. You can't argue with that. That's factual, right? And as I said to Ryan, when I saw him in Saudi Arabia, you just can't just say it's a conspiracy theory or it's a setup. That's not a big enough defence of this situation. And listen, as I said before, it's not my business, but someone's got to help him. Because, after the fight, when he told everybody that it was all an act, can we all acknowledge now that it wasn't an act? Because he's still behaving like that 8 weeks on. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully someone that cares for him can put their arm around him, take him away from social media, get him on holiday, get him the help he needs. Because if you can't see that his behaviour is uncharacteristic, then you're a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Not you. But you get what I'm saying?
I understand.
Come on. Like, I don't, anyone, you imagine that was your son or your brother or your friend. Wouldn't you be saying, listen, come on, put that down, let's go, But not. People want to feed off him. People want to make money off him. There's too many yes men around him. Like, the kid needs help, in my opinion.
Do you think there should be a rematch with Olympic-style testing?
Yeah, the testing was in place, but he failed,
Right.
So there was nothing wrong with the testing for the fight. What was wrong with the fight was, unfortunately, he failed his test on the Friday and the Saturday. And you can't get the results back quick enough. People don't understand that. People say it's a waste of time testing on Friday and Saturday. It's not, because you still get to see. But the aim has always got to be to stop someone who has that in their system entering the ring. And they couldn't do that. Devin, the way Devin feels at the moment, he doesn't really want the rematch. You've got to understand, he took a lot of punishment that night. Do you know what I mean? And when you do that, when you know someone had that in their body, he's not feeling great about it, to be honest. And it could have been worse. Physically, could have been worse,
Do you think a no contest is fair?
It has to be. How can you, Devin wants a disqualification, so he gets the victory. I'm on Devin's side, but I see the argument. But for me, it can't count. They know that he had it in his system. It's not like he might have. He did. So what? And the New York State Athletic Commission are one of the best in the world. So I'm sure they'll make it a no contest.
And you have both Liam Paro and Subriel Matías signed.
Yes.
How do you think the fight is going to play out? And does Eddie Hearn have a favorite?
I think it's a very close fight. I hate putting two guys in together because even Liam Paro says to us, "Oh yeah, we're coming to fight your golden boy." And then Subriel Matías says, "Oh, I saw you with Liam Paro with your arm around him." Do you know what I mean? It's like you can't win. So we just say good luck to both. You got the opportunity. May the best man win. It's a dangerous fight. Obviously, it's a dangerous fight for Liam, but it's also a dangerous fight for Subriel. because Liam's very good. He can punch a little bit. He has great movement. He's a southpaw. But to beat Subriel Matías, you have to be able to withstand a lot of punishment. Do you know what I mean?
There's been great buzz about Pitbull Cruz,
Yeah.
Subriel Matías. How real is that fight?
For me, the two of the best fights in boxing are Subriel Matías against Isaac Cruz and Subriel Matías against Liam Para, against Teofimo Lopez. I think they're two of the best fights in boxing. And Teo, we don't get on, but he's a brilliant fighter, great for the sport. But I like to have guys that I can put in fights that I truly believe they will beat everyone. And that's like Subriel, and that's the same with Jaron Ennis.
You don't like Matías versus Devin?
Yeah, love the fight, but again, I work with both guys. I don't think Matías is the right fight for Devin Haney right now.
Why is that?
Coming off that defeat.
Okay.
He took punishment that night. That's why I like the Sandor Martin fight. And I'm not saying Devin wouldn't fight Subriel Matías, but he would. But that's back to back. If he wasn't ready or psychologically wasn't ready for that fight, you get beat back to back, and it's going to be a punishing fight. If you fight Subriel, you better be prepared to go to some dark, horrible places in that ring.
Right.
Because you ain't going to knock him. It's not going to be. If you're Liam, if you're Devin, you're not going to get him out of there early. He's going to back you up. He's going to throw everything at you. He's going to hit you around the side of the head, the top of the head, the body. You've got to come through it. And coming off a defeat like Devin, for me, that's why I believe Sandor Martin's the right fight.